So I'm going to wrap this up for you now. This is a guy named Anton Chekhov, and he wrote a play called The Cherry Orchard, famous play. And I remember years ago I was consulting with one of the networks, and it was our job to try to figure out what social channels we were going to integrate into their marketing and outreach efforts. And so we're sitting in a beautiful conference room with windows overlooking the masses. And we have catered food, cappuccinos, and sitting around the beautiful table is advertising, marketing, promotions, PR, consultant. And every time we get close to an idea, oh, social networking, oh, blogging, oh, search engine optimization, resistance rears its ugly head. And the resistance is always the same. And it is, you know, we're marketing, we're advertising, we're PR, we're promotions. We don't do web. We have web guys down the hall. They do that. Now, the story of the Cherry Orchard is an interesting one. It involves the end of Russian aristocracy. There's a rich Russian family, and they're behind on their debt, and they're going to be sent packing. They've never worked a day in their life. In walks the son of former slaves, who says to the madam of the household, I have an idea for you. You need to go into a different business. Cut down the cherry trees and build summer homes. Okay? If you do that, you're changing businesses, but you can maintain your way of life. And the response is, that's over my head, I don't get it. And of course, the end of the play, the son of former slaves is standing there with an axe, getting ready to cut down the first tree, and the aristocrats are sent packing for pennies on the dollar, right? And when I saw the play, the evening after I had had this meeting with the network, I thought to myself, I was the Bolshevik in the room. I was the guy who kept saying, hey, the asteroids are coming. And what I was getting back from the group was, no, we don't think so. And then something happened that sort of brought the story full circle for me. And it was a story about the Disney stock. And the Disney stock was languishing because there was a movie that they were going to ship all this merchandise to the stores to promote called Tinkerbell. But apparently, the guys at Pixar, in this case John Lasseter, decided that the story wasn't up to snuff, so they were going to shelve the movie and go direct to video. So the web guys down the hall inherit the keys to the Magic Kingdom. Right? The Magic Kingdom is now marching to the tune of Pixar. Who's the largest shareholder of Disney? Anybody know? Steve Jobs, right? Mm-hmm. So if you have any misgiving about where P&L responsibility is headed, it's headed to the web guys down the hall. In some companies, they've inherited it already. So the takeaway is this, okay? The takeaway is, if you can't learn to communicate autonomously through digital channels, your job is at stake. Because with the exception of live events and gift bags, there's going to be nothing left. Right? Print, you see where that's going with tablets and phones. Right? Video, I actually previewed the new timeline from Facebook, which is going to allow you to watch what your friends are watching on TV and listen to the music that your friends are listening on Spotify or whatever they're listening to at that point. So really all communications at this point, all interactions are headed to the digital channel. And if you can't figure out a way to communicate autonomously, right, you're going to be roadkill. So here's my message to you. Cut down the cherry trees. Burn the boats. You're going into a new business. Okay? If you go into that business now, you can sustain your way of life. But we are living through a revolution, and revolutions are ugly, and people get hurt. Right? So how are you going to make the shift? That's the question. Thank you for your attention. I've enjoyed very much speaking with you.